long while since I just like put on my camera and just chatted shit in my room, so I was like, we'll do that today. I received a box of glasses from LensAlter, and they're so cute. They're all Sanrio themed, and I'm so excited to try them out. So we're gonna be trying these out while we just talk about 2024 and 2025. I wanted to make a little 2024 wrapped video, but I ended up being really busy around New Year's. Of course, like Oshogatsu is a really big thing in Japan, and then I had to do the Fukubukuro video, and then I was hanging out with Yumichi and decoing stuff, so it's been a lot, but like hopefully I got this out quick enough. So I received 4 glasses, and they're super cute. They all come in these hard cases, and they sent me a bunch of free gifts too, which I'm gonna also release a reel of this so you can watch the actual unboxing of the reel. But they all come in these really cute little pouches, and you get like the lens cleaner, ta-da, and they look like this. So I'm gonna try and do a little look for each one. I'm not feeling very good today, so I'm not gonna go so hard, but we're gonna have some fun. Kuromi ones, love the shape, very comfy. I feel like I would wear these a lot. I like the even, like this part has the Kuromi shape of her ear. They did a really good job. I like these a lot. Again, I like that this collection is very like understated, but you can definitely tell it's Sanrio if you're someone that likes Sanrio. Okay, here are the Kuromi glasses in action. I really like them. I like these ones a lot. I like the thinner lens one. You can also get these in prescription. I got no prescription because I forgot what my prescription is. Classic ADHD. I need to go back to the not dentist glasses shop. What's it called? All. Yeah, I like these a lot. I think it's always nice to have something a little bit more understated like this, and then if someone gets it, they get it, and then you can make friends like that. So best things that happened to me in 2024, I think is that I got to travel a lot. Like I went to Sapporo, I visited the bear park I really wanted to go to. I got to go to Niigata, Ibaraki. I traveled a lot around Japan. Mostly the cold places actually. I feel like when I travel in Japan I tend to go to cold places. And that was maybe my highlight. I managed to get like some PR influencer jobs, and that allowed me to go to different prefectures and get paid, so that was really great, like a really fun way to explore. However, a lot of the time those were work, and it was really fun, but it didn't really feel like a vacation. So 2025, I'm already thinking about the places I really want to go, and because I enjoyed traveling so much last year, I want to travel more this year. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm going to Mississippi with Yumichi to visit her family. I've met her parents before, they're really nice. And I've never been to America, so it's a little bit overwhelming for like someone from England, but I do really want to go, and I wanted to see like the south more than the north, because I feel like particularly if you're like a European, like a city is a city. Like I've been to so many cities in Europe and they're all pretty similar, so I wanted to see something wildly different, so that's why we're gonna go to Mississippi and maybe visit Alabama. So yeah. It's gonna be really exciting. I'm really excited for that, because when I travel, I do want to see stuff that's just like wildly different from where I am, and I think that will be very different to what I'm used to. I want to be put in like an uncomfortable situation or something that's like not in my comfort zone, so I think that would be the perfect place to do that. I really do think that personal growth, you do have to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations sometimes, and I'm still on my growth journey, so I do want to be more adventurous. I don't know a whole lot about Mississippi and Alabama and those kind of places, so if you have any recommendations for me, that would be great. Mostly, honestly, I don't even care about like sightseeing. I just want to like watch American TV with her parents, go to Walmart, go to Costco, like really basic stuff like that. Like I told some people where I was going, and they're Americans, and I think they're from like very northern liberal states, and they were like, oh, like people there are crazy, you gotta be careful, blah, it's dangerous, blah. Like as someone from a really fucking dangerous hometown, and yeah, honestly, I think that generally people are nice wherever you go, like whichever country you go to, people are generally averagely on the whole really nice. So I think you shouldn't like visit somewhere with that mindset, and I know lots of people from those states and they're really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have a really good time. So we're going there. in spring, and we're going for like 10 days, I think. So from now I also need to save up money for that, because it's gonna be, because I have to take off time for work, I've got flights, and also like I'm sure you know that the economy is fucked in Japan, so like using my yen salary to pay for groceries in dollars is gonna be terrible. So I'm gonna like, I'm gonna have to save a lot for that. So yeah, let me know if you guys have been to those dates, or if there's any recommendations you have. And honestly, one of the biggest highlights of 2024 for me was YouTube. I made so many like friends through my YouTube channel. We have a Discord, which I'll post in the link below. And honestly, we just made such a great community. I really love streaming. I think it's really like healing for me to talk about things. It's just, yeah, I don't know, we have such a wonderful community, and I'm just like, I'm so here for it. Like, thank you so much for everyone who watched my YouTube last year. I hope that you stick around this year, because honestly it's been such a highlight for me to watch it grow and hopefully make content for that you guys really enjoy. I'm not the best at making content, honestly, because I do everything by myself, and I'm also dyspraxic, so I'm always fucking around with my fucking tripod. Like, I just had a fight with it now. Like, I don't know what it is with tripods, but they're always so fucky. And I'm not like the steadiest hand, but I try my best. I love it when I try really hard on a vlog to make it like so like a little bit more professional looking, and people are like, I love your vlogs, they're so chaotic. I'm like, oh goddamn. I want to try to make it a little bit like smoother and more professional, but I think that's very much like a little by little thing. So yeah, that's a goal for this year, is like improving my content, making it just more enjoyable to watch, get better at like video editing and stuff like that. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention, this top is by Sheep, and they sent it to me. It's really cute. I like it a lot. Yeah, please check out Sheep. So yeah, that's another one of my goals, is I want to make more content, and I want to stream a lot more, because I really do enjoy streaming. Right now I'm obsessed with Infinity Nikki, and I just want to stream that a lot. Like, when I woke up this morning, the first thing I thought about was Infinity Nikki. These are obviously my favorite, the little cinnamon rolls, and his face is all glittery. Love it. Super cute, and they're like pale blue and clear. Okay, so these are the cinnamon roll ones. Of course, these are my favorite. They're clear, I think like slightly blue tinted, and they have cinnamon roll on each side. I love these so much. I'm gonna wear them all the time. We're not going that hard today because it's cold and it's already getting dark at 2:45 in Japan. But I'm wearing it with my idol costume that my friend Neki made for me. Please check her out. She does like custom things. This was completely custom and I love it so much. It was for my birthday a couple of years ago. And yeah, I like these a lot. Okay, so the other big major change was that I did start working for Mumu. And my job situation did change a lot in 2024. Like, I was working, like my visa job is a kaiwa, which I do like. It just makes me get sick a lot because there are so many people coming in. And the problem I'm having recently is that a lot of people are coming in with influenza, and I got really mad because this old man came in recently and he said, oh, I think I have influenza, so I'm gonna go to the doctor after your class. And I'm like, I don't want to get fucking influenza. So like, and people send their kids with fevers and stuff like that, so I've been getting really sick. And I think I mentioned this before, but I have like problems with my lungs already and my airwaves, so it's really not good for me to keep getting so sick. So yeah, that's one bad thing. But the good thing about that job is that it pays very good. It's not so stressful, and they let me have time off to do like my silly influencer things whenever I want. So like, it would be very hard to find something that's flexible for me that's like that. I had a lot of job interviews last year, but there really wasn't anything that's like as flexible, as good pay, blah 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 as that job. So that's why I'm sticking with this one. I just had a job interview for a job last week, and that one seems pretty good. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I would like to have a job change in 2025. So that would be, I think that's one of my main goals, is to change my visa job. And also, I am now eligible to apply for permanent residency. So that's something I want to do this year. I think that's like my biggest goal of this year, is to apply for permanent residency, and then I don't have to worry about like having a visa, which would be like, for foreigners in any country, that's the biggest weight off of your mind. It would be your visa. So that would be really, really good. But it's going to be extremely expensive and time consuming, so I'm not looking forward to it. But at the same time, if I can get that, it would honestly just feel really, really accomplished. Working from Mumu was really, really good, honestly. The team are really, really nice. They're really understanding. They are very excited about selling clothes overseas, which is really nice, because that's a problem I have with a lot of Japanese brands, is that they tend to be so, like, they're really scared about selling overseas, and it just makes it difficult for their overseas fans. So it was really, really fun for me. I really, really enjoyed designing. The company itself is like, I'm sure I've mentioned this before in my videos about how I became a designer, but the company itself is like a small brand owned by like a bigger one that has lots of sub-brands. So like, obviously the process is quite slow, and it all depends on like funding and like stuff like that. So 2025, I'm thinking about doing some stuff independently, and I have some ideas, but it's gonna again take a lot of effort and work. The worst part, I think one of the worst things that did actually happen in 2024 at the end, is that my iPad just vanished. I think it's like a problem with my fucking ADHD, but I never really take it out, and then I took it out to work one day, and then it just vanished, and I don't know where it could have been. I don't recall, like, I feel like the only place it could have been was the train, but I called JR and I called the police station, I called everywhere. It's nowhere on the train. So like, I feel like I was sick at that time. Like, maybe I had fallen. The only thing I can think of is that I fell asleep and someone had taken it from my bag, because I doubt I would have dropped it and not heard it. And maybe I did fall asleep briefly on the train. Like, I don't know what could have happened, and it's not at any of the stations that I work, and it's the only place I took it. So that is like the worst thing. So like, already I have to like get a new iPad. It isn't cheap, so that I can continue designing. And then when I get past that hurdle, I want to do some stuff privately and some collaboration stuff with some other brands. So I'm a little bit excited for that, really. I'll still continue probably working for Mumu, but I want to branch out a little bit and really challenge myself. I have no like real desires, obviously, to be like to like design tons of stuff or like make tons of money. I just want to have fun making little pieces here and there, and just like, yeah, having a little bit of fun with it. Honestly, like, seeing my designs in Don Quixote with my picture was incredible. It's like one of the coolest things ever. Just with that, I feel very accomplished with what I did last year. We had some pop-ups and we had some events, and they also went really, really well. So overall, with the Mumu thing and working as a designer, I do feel really, really, really accomplished. I just want to produce more things, which takes time. Looking back, I feel like I achieved quite a lot with my job. Like, again, I'm sure like you're the same, where you feel like, oh, I should have earned more money, I should have saved more money, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have changed my job. Like, constantly I have this going through my head. I feel like I should have done more and achieved more. But I think I'm really trying to get myself out of that mindset where I feel like we did enough. Like, we tried our best, and that's what you can really do, is try your best. Like, obviously there are things that we could have done more, but also there's things we could have done less of. So like, honestly, I think we should be going into 2025 and just like really, really happy with what we've achieved so far. Hello Kitty one's also very cute. I chose the blue ones. I like these because it's like little ribbons. It's not like over Sanrio-y. I think I can wear these to work. And they are just slightly tinted blue, I think. I can't tell. I'm kind of colorblind, I feel like. Okay, so here are the Hello Kitty ones in blue. They did other colors, but obviously I wear blue on my site. I'm going to get that. I'm just wearing it with the setup I got from Honey Cinnamon from my Fukubukuro video. And yeah, this is just like a cozy winter look. We are not going that hard today. Not gonna lie, had a tummy ache. Didn't really feel like it, but I knew I had to make this content soon. And I'm gonna be busy from now, so I was like, fuck it, I'll make it today. So yeah, in lieu of that, okay, the worst things that happened to me in 2024, so I just feel like I was really stressed. Sorry if you hear my cat meowing and or scratching the door. I found out recently that he's been getting in the ceiling via my bedroom, and I need to fix the floorboard, the ceiling board, so that he can't get up there anymore. I don't know what's up there, but I don't know, he's made a friend or something up there, which freaks me out, and he's been going up there. So now he's now that I figured out he's been doing that, and like why he was so like dirty all the time, he's not allowed to go up there, but he's not happy, and he's been crying and screaming all the time. So yeah, and that leads me on to my next point about the worst thing that happened to me in 2024. I feel like there wasn't like that many bad things. I did feel like not the best year. I think it's mostly because like I had recently moved into this big Japanese house, and which I love my house a lot, but it is a little bit big for just like one person and two cats. And then obviously, as I mentioned before, me and my boyfriend broke up, I think in like the end of summer time 2024, and then he pretty quickly moved out, which was actually good, but it did leave me in a bit of a bad situation because like I was living here by myself, and obviously he took a bunch of stuff, and then I'm like, okay, I need to like make my house very livable again. But then also I had to pay double rent now because obviously before we were splitting the rent, so it left me in like not the best financial situation. And I think that's the whole, like me and my ex are on pretty good terms, but like that's one of the things I say when I get into a relationship with someone, and I've had this before, is like, I don't want to like leave the relationship in a worse financial place than I was when I entered. And that's obviously a big risk when you're dating people and moving in with people, but anyways, that's what happened. I was left in a pretty bad financial situation. But then the next month I ended up working every single day for that month, and I ended up getting that nice job where I was touring around different prefectures in Japan. It was an influencer job, and it gave me quite a bit of money that would secure me for the next few months. So ultimately it was fine. I think it just made me really stressed, and it made me have to worry more about like budgeting and stuff like that. But honestly, my other thing was just like I was really scared about living by myself, but I actually love living by myself, like not gonna lie. I think one of the hardest parts is that I think I've never been like super independent, because I went from living with my parents, who like it was rough, I'm not gonna lie, and I had to I was parentified, I had to parent them most of the time. Then I went from living with them to moving to Japan, and then I lived in a share house at first. So it wasn't really like living by myself, and then I ended up moving in with a roommate, and then I lived by myself very briefly before my first boyfriend moved in with me, and we were together for like 7 years. So and then I moved here. So like for me, I didn't really like, I never really had that independence, and I guess the idea of it did scare me, because I don't know, being particularly like, I don't know, in Japan, living as a single woman, it can be quite scary, but it was really good for me. And like I think for you to genuinely grow as a person, you need to do the difficult things. You need to have periods of time where it's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of transitional periods, and I think last year was a transitional period for me, but it was also really good. I'm not gonna lie, living by myself is great. I can just like, every day I was like eating like whatever I wanted, and then taking a bath, and then just watching like Hassan's live streams for hours. And yeah, it's been great like living as a little bachelorette. I really enjoyed it. And honest to God, like I had a lot of people in my, because I talked about this in my streams, and people are like, oh, I kind of like, I want to be in that position, but I'm scared, I'm not very independent. Honestly, what I say to everyone is probably not the best advice, but just do it. Like, do it. It will be hard, but it will be done, and you will adapt. I think humans are very good at adapting. Sometimes it's not a good thing. Like, I will adapt to bad situations and it will become normal for me. But in this case, it was really good. And now I think the next time when I move in with someone, or they're gonna have to move in with me, not gonna, it will be like I will be a much stronger and more independent person. And I think that's a good thing. I feel so much more free and less stressful than being in a relationship, because I feel like when I'm in a relationship, oftentimes I'm too focused on making the other person happy that I don't take care of myself enough. But now I have no choice but to take care of myself, and it's been good. It's been like a lot of self-care and a lot of self-reflection, so it's been really good. So actually the thing that ended up being a bad thing ended up being a good thing. The little My Mellows are so cute, and they're like pink tinted. Okay, so last ones are these My Melody ones, which I think if I wasn't like a huge Cinema Roll fan, these would potentially be my favorite, just because like the little My Melodies on them, and they got like a slight pink tint, and I don't know, I just really like them a lot actually. I don't know, maybe it's the frame or the shape, something about them I just really like. I might also wear these ones to work just because it makes me look vaguely more serious, because you can't really tell that they're My Melody, like apart from maybe here. I think that most people wouldn't notice unless you know. If you know, you know. So yeah, this outfit, I pinned it on My Melody here. This is something I want to do in 2025. I have a lot of little guys, and I want to pin them to my clothes, because I think my recent shopping videos I've been going in Olive de Olive, and they had like a Hello Kitty one where they just pinned him to the cardigan, and I thought it was really cute. But I'm like, instead of spending like 10,000 yen on that cardigan, I could just do it myself. So yeah, this year, 2025, I think I mentioned a little bit about my goals, but I'll just put them all together. My main goal is to just like not worry about things as much, because obviously last year my stress made me very sick, and I'm constantly worried about money, about this, about that, about my visa, blah blah blah. But this year hopefully I can get, my main goal will be getting permanent residency, then I don't have to worry about that. And then as for money, like last year my cat got really sick, and then he needed something done, and he needed medicine, and at the same time I had to get my other cat's eye medicine, so that was expensive. And I had a couple other things happen all at once, because normally those things happen all at once, and I ended up selling 90% of my Lolita clothes, so I could pay for that, and I pay for that. And then obviously when my ex moved out, I ended up working. So I think that year taught me that I don't need to worry as much, because I know that like I can handle myself now, and anything bad that happens, I'm always able to pull myself out of it. And I think it's the same for anyone else. Like, these things may scary, but you do have it in you to be able to overcome them. So I'm gonna try and worry less about that. And then yeah, I want to continue my design journey. There's a couple new things that I want to start making that are not to do with clothes, which I'm a little bit excited about, but again, I just need to get my iPad back, and then I can do that. And I just want to spend more time with obviously Yumichi and Emmy, and you know, all of my wonderful friends that I really do cherish. Like, I think I mentioned before that living in Japan, like I don't have that much of a family, because my parents did pass away while I was in Japan, so I made my own kind of family here. Particularly this year, a lot of people were really there for me, and I want to repay them back in kind. And yeah, I want to indulge in more of the things that make me happy. I want to read more, and I want to get more involved in my community, because this year was also really bad, I think, obviously because of the election and everything that happened. And if you guys, I don't talk about this so much on my YouTube, but if you watch my streams, you know that I can get quite political, and I want to involve myself more in my local community. I'm not sure if you guys know, but I am involved with Tokyo Spring Homeless Patrol. You can find them on Facebook and they are wonderful. I've been working with them for a couple of years. I just did a patrol last month, and basically it's an organization that are completely volunteers, and they meet up and they distribute food to the homeless. You can let them know, they have a schedule, you pick which day you go, and you'll make like sandwiches or yakisoba or onigiri or something. They'll tell you exactly what to make and what to bring, and it's honestly not that hard. You turn up and then you go around the area and you distribute it to the homeless, and that was a very good experience for me, being able to do something where I feel like is helping the community. And obviously because I live in Japan, I also want to give back to the country that has taken me in. I also work with a cat shelter program, the one that I got Horukun from. And this year I want to, my friend is involved in a political group and they have a space in Koenji, I think. So I'm really excited to do some events with them and organize some left-wing political talks and stuff like that, and maybe do something with like fashion and politics. So there's a lot of things I'm really excited about this year. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Let me know about your goals for 2025 and how was your 2024, because most of the people I know, and like from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different, like they're from different classes even, and everyone seems to agree that 2024 wasn't good. For me, it was good, but it was also really bad in that respect. So a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. So I feel like generally this wasn't a good year for any of us, but I feel like 2025 is gonna be our year. We're gonna get it, guys. So yeah, thank you so much, LensAlter, for the glasses. Let me know which one is your favorite look, your favorite pair, and I will be running a giveaway on my Instagram. I think it's like a reel. Please share that and follow the rules, and then you'll be able to win your own pair of glasses and then be able to choose whichever one you want. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching and please subscribe. Bye!